Hey, MVP here. Hope you had a good trading week. I just want to quickly go through what happened this week related to the latest triple arrow system I've got. Okay, if you go to my site or my forum, the Trade to Win forum, go to my thread, track me down under MVP, legendary member. I wouldn't quite call it that somehow, but that's what they describe me as. You go to the bottom of any of my posts and you'll see 3 or 4 post references here. Go to page 529, post 4230. Okay, that's where I've got the 3-row super corrie, I call it. It's just a triple arrow. This is it. This is that particular post 4230. And you can see there a quick commentary on how we use it. This was created by a guy called Jenki, and there it is. Just load it on, and you've got a nice triple arrow setting there that keeps you in the trade. It goes across 3 time frames. It's not as fast as some people would like it. You certainly can't really scalp with it, but it's pretty useful. I'm going to show you just how useful it was last week to call the trades at the right place in the right time. So let's go through last week right now and see what happened. Okay, here we are. This is the particular indicator I was talking about. That's what it looks like. Once you clear the, you can have some lines on it as well. Once you clear those using all the kind of setup screens you get, the little setup indicators. Once you've cleared that, you get something like this. There are the setups. It's a 240 on a 20, a 60 on a 20, and a 15 on a 14.3. Okay, once you've got those, get those 3 arrows aligned, and that is quite a good signal on any of the particular currencies. Then apply any rules you want. You know my rules, the way they work. I like to see the green dollar here and the yen working together in the same direction, ideally with the Swiss franc as well there. That's what we call the carry play. Yeah, and once those 3 are moving in the same direction, it means pretty much that the others are really going to get pushed in the opposite direction. Look for the best signal, trade it. Okay, it's not that simple. You need to look at the Dow as well. But hey, it's not rocket science, and it does work. Doesn't work all the time. Nothing does. There's no holy grail, but it's not too bad. So this is what you can load. What I'm going to do now is I'm just going to talk you through this one, which is the 240. This is a 4 hour on a 20, which is here for the week. Starting there. That was the start of last week. It says 31st there. And this is the 1 hour, the 60 minute on the 21 here. Okay, they're the 2. I'm not going to bother with this one because it's too low a time frame. It will be getting you in the trades though, during the day. Use it. It works very well. But I'm going to show you where the big trades were and where you could have come in and made some money. Okay, so that's what we're going to go through right now. Okay, I'm just going to throw a Dow up, US 30, as in MetaTrader. It's the grey line there. I think these are the 80, the 50, and the 20. It's up to you what you want to put on there. That's what I put on there. I like to see it when they're both when they're all moving above that on any particular time frame I'm using, and we'll just see what the Dow was doing during the week as well. Okay, so let's fire these up and let's just see what happened and where the trades were as per this system. Okay, let's have a look here. Okay, hindsight is a wonderful thing. And looking back now at the week, things are always pretty obvious. But the first thing I'm going to just draw your attention to in terms of the 4 hour, because remember the 4 hour is going to call the plays. The 4 hour is by tradition the slowest moving indicator of these 3. And if that isn't in a line to the other 2, the faster time frames, then you're not going to be allowed to trade. Let me just show you one thing. This is when it came in at the start of the week. And if I just show you this particular thing, if you look through here, can you see that the yellow yen and the green dollar never, ever, ever went above the dotted line? It was a continuous sell signal. The yen came in at the back of last week. The dollar was the dollar's being hammered, so the dollar was below. So all of this week, there was never, on this particular system, one buy signal on the dollar or the yen. So just bear that one in mind as we go through it, okay? Because that was a big play. And if you look across here, this is the reason why. It's not just this, clearly, because we had some big decisions in the week, especially with the Fed's quantitative easing, QE2. But look what happened. Generally, the Dow stayed above these 3 lines. It was a little bit tougher at the early part of the week, but towards the end of the last 2 days of the week, there was pretty much above. Whenever the market is moving upwards, generally that means that there are carry plays. People are piling into low yielding or low interest, low cost interest currencies, and they're borrowing against them very low rates, and they're pumping them into traditionally higher currencies with higher yielding rates, and they're also going for anywhere where they can make money using that cheap cost of debt. Okay, so again, very, very simple. Dow up, tag team down. Usually the Swiss franc as well, but again, the Swiss franc is a little bit of a funny one, and I'll explain that a little bit later if I get time. Okay. Okay, so bearing that in mind, even if you forget, what the Dow's doing and just focus on the simple signals. Remember, these guys were selling all week. So let's go and look at the 1 hour. Here's the 1 hour. And let's see where the signals were. Okay. If we ignore Monday, Monday was actually where there was a sell signal on here. You can see these were the guys were below the line here, so there was a sell signal. I'm sure the 15 was, so there was money to be made here. But let's ignore that. It gradually deteriorates off, and by this stage, I guarantee you the 15-minute would have probably come above the line, so you wouldn't have a trading signal. Okay, the faster time frame would have called it a day. It would be here and about. Let's focus here. Let's look at the early hours of Tuesday, and look at this. Here they come powering down. We know that the 4 hours already taken it. So anything here was an absolute peach all the way through to about 4 o'clock, 3 or 4 o'clock. Anything above the line here that was matching up here on another currency, just buy it. Buy those pairs. Loads of money on offer. Okay, then it eases off again. Again, as you come through the back end of the day, I guarantee you the 15-minute would have taken you above the line. No trade. Look at Wednesday again, bang, all the way down from about 8 o'clock in the morning. Look at it, they've come down again. The dollar wasn't so weak, but the yen was. Again, lovely New Zealand play there, and look at the pound. Tremendous result on the pound. Again, up here, we know that these two were below the line all the way, so there was no hesitation at all. Again, they retreat back, and then Thursday, God knows what's going on, but again, here we go, 8 o'clock in the morning, bang, off they go again. Sell those two. What we got up here, we've got the light blue New Zealand dollar. We've got a lovely play on the euro, and the pound comes in and absolutely steals the show on Thursday. On Friday again, well, guess what? The dollar didn't make it below the line this time, but the yen came back down. It came back down here. This is probably about 1-ish, about midday. Came down, and again, if you were brave, there was stuff up here, including you could have bought the dollar against it, although I don't advocate trading that as a pair. It's some nice comdols there, the 3 comdols looking good. So as you can see, I'm not even looking up here at what was going on at the Dow. I'm just following the rules of this very, very simple indicator. You trade it when all 3 arrows are aligned, and you look to find the best combination of pairs, like I say. And as you can see, you know, I'm not trying to be big-headed here, and it could have gone wrong, but there were some lovely plays all through the week. Clearly, with hindsight, you can start to explain some of these. Obviously, Thursday, the big Fed decision came, and that would have been, slightly influential or significantly influential in people dumping the dollar again. On Friday, the fact that the NFPs were slightly better than people thought they were going to be, well, actually significantly better, the NFPs in the US. That's why the dollar kept above the dotted line there. If they'd been average or below, it would have probably been lower than the yen. So again, that's why it happened. But did I say sell the dollar on Friday? No, I didn't. It told us you couldn't do it. So don't worry about it. It didn't happen. But as you can see, it's a very simple system. You know where to get it on my forum. Use it. Don't worry about anything else I'm saying on the forum, because as you know, I'm trying to trade shorter time frames. I'm experimenting with loads of stuff that I never show you. I'm experimenting with loads of things, but stick to this. It's a great introduction if you want to look at correlation or strength-based strategies, and just try it. You might like it. Okay, MVP signing off. Let's have a great trading week next week. Come and join me. You know where I am. Ask me any questions. And have a good week. Cheers all. Bye.